What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new figure review. Today we are looking at the White Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is the brand new Hasbro Lightning Collection figure, and I wasn't initially going to pick this up, but after seeing a few reviews, I couldn't help myself. I went pretty deep in the Bandai line, which, you know, is for better or for worse, but I just really liked the way this looked, really enjoyed them including the alternate unmasked Tommy head and some other extra accessories. The figure itself has this nice little kind of cartoony kitty drawing of the White Ranger, which, I mean, Power Rangers is for kids, but I don't know if I really necessarily enjoy the box art. It's all right, but it has that nice window packaging, and of course you see that very first promo shot that we saw of the figure all of those many moons ago. Not a whole lot else going on with the package itself, so let's just jump right into it. We're going to take a look at the accessories and then take a look at the figure itself, along with a nice little comparison to the old Bandai White Ranger. Okay, so first up, he comes with a pair of fists. There you go, they're just white plastic. The sculpt on them is nice, has the little bit of lines that are on the gloves for the White Ranger. We have this little blast effect as well, which is just some nice translucent blue plastic that I guess you just plug into the end of Saba if you want. I'm a little confused on this one. I'm not quite sure what the point is, but oh well, it's a little bit of a bonus piece of plastic. Saba itself, not quite sure why they painted Saba's head all silver. That's not very accurate. They do give us a little piece of gold on that side, but nothing on that side, so they painted just part of Saba. They painted one side and then left the other. But this sculpted detail on Saba is really nice. I think it looks very good. The gold paint is really clean on the hilt and the blade going down, and the silver also looks very good. So can't really complain. It's just a minor little gripe, little nitpick there. And of course, the unmasked Tommy Oliver head, which I think looks all right. The photoreal could probably be a little bit better on this guy. It's no Han Solo or Mace Windu, but it definitely does look like Tommy, especially kind of when you angle it down more like that. It looks a little bit better, but when you start looking at it from other angles, you're kind of like, eh. Ponytail is nice and soft, although it is not articulated, so you got to be careful with that. Don't want to mess that up. And the hair also looks really nice and accurate. The shaved sides of, I always thought that was the coolest haircut growing up. Shaved sides of the head with a long ponytail. How much cooler could you get? So let's go ahead and take a look at the White Ranger. All right, so here is the White Ranger out of the packaging, and this figure looks great. Definitely has a couple issues, specifically with some of the detailing and the loosey-goosey joints. At least on mine, the joints are pretty loose, but overall I think this is a really awesome figure. And I was at first a little apprehensive about Hasbro getting the Power Rangers license, and I think they actually own the entire franchise as a whole now. But it's safe to say they at least knocked it out of the park with this figure. I would really like to get Lord Zed, but as of right now, doesn't look like that's about to happen anytime soon. And hopefully they do the rest of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers soon. I know they kind of sprinkle those out because those are obviously the most popular, so why would they release them all at once? That's kind of stupid from a business standpoint. So taking a closer look at the White Ranger here, you can see that the head definitely does look pretty awesome. Got some pretty good, I've seen some QC nightmares on this guy. You can see even I have a little bit of miss right there on top of the helmet, but the gold, the sculpted details, all this is nice and sculpted. You can feel it. It feels nice. The silver's painted well, the black's painted well. The gold is mostly painted well. You can see how clean even some of the line work is over here, which is pretty impressive. His chest armor piece is nice and soft, so it will not impede the sweet articulation that this figure has. And again, looks pretty good. I definitely have a little bit of a miss right there. You can see kind of got a little bit more gold on the armor. The band pieces around the arm also look pretty good, all things considered. They definitely are a little sloppy and could be a little better, but it's Hasbro we're talking about. Again, this is a nice sculpted detail. The cuff on the arm looks really good. The belt, pretty nice clean sculpt work as well with the holster to hold Saba. There's Tommy's butt. Moving down again, more just white plastic, but I do really like the effect of how it looks like the show. Especially with the Bandai one, they kind of gave them like muscles and they were like super jacked. But I like that this stays faithful to the show where it kind of definitely looks like, you know, like a costume. Really enjoy that little bit of added detail there. And you can see here, again, down at the bottom of the figure, the paint apps overall are pretty clean, all things considered, which I'm really happy about. I did have a lot of trouble. You can see right now, even Saba is not fully in Tommy's hand. Having a lot of trouble getting Saba into his hand. I probably will have to heat that up just so I can get it a little soft so he can properly hold Saba. And just look at that. That's so awesome. Love doing that pose with Tommy. So let's take Saba out of his hand for better or for worse. And we'll go over some of the articulation here. You can see that his head is on a ball joint and it's super loose. Super loose for me. And the head moves side to side just a little bit and can look up pretty far and can look down a decent amount as well. But of course mine is turbo loose, so I get all of that wonderful awesomeness. The arms do move out all the way to the side. They do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that work great. You can see the complete range of motion there. Oh yeah. And you can just get this guy into a lot of fun poses. I really have been having a lot of fun just putting him in stupid poses. Butterfly joints as well. You can see them right there. Those work really well. And again, the armor does not get in the way, so you're not going to have to worry about that. Really enjoy. I just love butterfly joints, man. I love butterfly joints. Look at all that extra range of motion you can get out of him. The hand definitely swivels around and has a hinge like every Hasbro figure, and it wants to come off. And he does have a ball joint right here, so you get tons of articulation right here, and he does have a nice ab crunch too. So look at all this articulation they packed into this figure. I did not expect Hasbro to go so hard, but they were just like, you know what, Bandai? Check this out. We're gonna show you how to make a real figure. So again, ball joint and the ab crunch combined together, awesome articulation. The legs can also move out pretty far. Definitely has a thigh cut there. Double jointed knees that work perfectly. The feet can move down pretty far and move up a decent amount, not really that much. And of course, ankle pivot, baby. So let's go ahead and compare him to some other figures. Here's Tommy next to Pizza Spider-Man, Captain Phasma from Star Wars The Black Series, the Disney Store exclusive Battle Damaged Stormtrooper, the old Power Rangers Legacy Collection White Ranger. And you can see the differences between the two. They both have their ups and downs. I would definitely probably say the Hasbro one is better overall. And of course, they're completely out of scale here. In terms of accessories, got to give it to Hasbro. In terms of the new articulation, got to give it to Hasbro. The details on Saba are probably just a little bit cleaner on the Bandai one, but I feel like the Hasbro Saba is a little bit more accurate overall. If we want to just take a quick peek here, you can see in this hand is the Bandai, in this hand is the Hasbro. I do like the cleaner white on the Bandai one. The one from Hasbro is a little bit more of a cream color, and you can see that Saba is a little bit better painted on the Bandai release. It's got the red eyes, but it is a little bit bigger as well. But again, wrong paint apps. So it's like, you know, it's a mixed bag really. And you can see moving down that they're pretty much the same. Definitely the blade on Hasbro's is a little bit more accurate, a little bit better detailed. So I would definitely say at this point definitively that the Hasbro figure is better overall than the Bandai figure. I think the gold looks a little bit better on Hasbro. The helmet definitely, I think, is a little bit better on Bandai, but overall, got to give it to Hasbro, and plus you can't really find this figure anymore anyways, so it'd be pretty easy to just get the new White Ranger figure. So overall, I really like this guy a whole lot. I definitely did not expect myself to be playing with him so much, having so much fun posing him around, getting him into all sorts of goofy poses, but here I am, staying up late playing with him. So if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. Coming up, I've got Target exclusive Trash Compactor Luke and Friday the 13th, 2009 Jason from NECA Toys. Those are the next reviews on the block. What did you guys think of this figure? Did you pick it up, or are you just going to stay with your Bandai collection? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.